LinkedIn's $25 million creator fund, Instagram's verification button, and parental controls on TikTok in China. What's up, everybody? If you are a content creator, a digital marketer, or you're working as a social media manager, then this is the place for you, because we are going to be discussing what's happening in the social media industry. One of the most important news the past weeks is the Accelerator program launched by LinkedIn. And it's very interesting because it's not only for LinkedIn creators. You can apply regardless if you're on LinkedIn or not, but more of that in a second. What LinkedIn is doing is allowing 100 US-based creators to be part of a 10-week training program where they will have the opportunity to speak with industry experts. They will be able to use resources from LinkedIn as well as get a $15,000 fund. Personally, I'm very satisfied to see all these platforms trying to find alternative ways to fund the creators who are making videos in their platforms. From TikTok doing the creator fund at the beginning of the year, to YouTube monetizing the shorts starting this September, to now LinkedIn trying to prove that creators can actually earn a living outside of brand deals through these platforms. And convincing your mom that all this time that you spent making videos in her basement, it was not actually a waste of time. So call your mom and tell her that you're applying for a $50,000 fund. As to what type of creators LinkedIn is looking, pretty much they don't care about followers, they don't care about your status in the business industry, they care about people who can genuinely create a community around them. And the most interesting thing is that LinkedIn is not requiring people to be creators in LinkedIn. If you can prove that you're a creative person and you can create a community around you, then you're fair game. Just apply. Applications are open until the 12th of October, but let me know in the comments, do you actually planning to apply? Have you been using LinkedIn? Is this an opportunity for you to explore a little bit more on LinkedIn? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. And now it's time to answer a question that has been asked so many times. How do I get verified on Instagram? And what are the benefits for being verified? Gladly, last week, the head of Instagram, Mosseri, came to answer these questions. This is what he said.
Hi. This week I wanted to talk about that little blue check mark on Instagram, the verification badge. Now, a little bit of context. The verification badge is supposed to help people who have a certain level of notability make sure that people know which account is theirs, because they're often impersonated.
Having the verification badge is not offering you any benefit at all. It's just proof of identity, and it's very useful when you're dealing with people of a certain level of fame. Working with Nas Daily, this is something that we see almost every single month. All the time, fake Facebook pages will pop up pretending to be Nas Daily, and they were trying to scam people into giving money for products that we didn't really sell. So practically, it has no actual algorithmical benefit. But within the Instagram community, it is seen as a symbol of status. And Mosseri explained this very well in this clip.
It's just supposed to make sure that you know that The Rock's actual account is The Rock.
Exactly. This allows us to know that the rock is indeed the rock, and it's not a mineral, it's not a fossil, it's not an ore. Very important tool for all the geologists out there.
Not a bunch of people who are pretending to be Dwayne Johnson.
Adam, you just alienated the geologist community. And according to Adam, the best way to get this verification badge is to apply and put some press articles that prove your identity and prove your status. Now I know what you're gonna say, and reading from the comments in Adam's video, I know that this process is quite faulty and there are many people who are very dissatisfied, and I understand that. But I just want to remind people again that it doesn't offer any added benefit. On the other hand, exactly because many people do not know that this badge practically means nothing, they can use it to strike a better business deal. You can leverage on that. You can leverage anything. As long as you have confidence and as long as you talk with people who are not quite sure what they are dealing with, you can go and say, hey, I'm verified on Instagram. That's why my price is a little bit higher than the other people's price. So I can kind of see why people will really fight for that badge. But it's really interesting to know, have you been verified? If yes, what was the process and how fast was it? And if you're not, are you planning to doing it? Have you tried and failed once? So please let me know what was the process for you in the comments. Let's talk now a little bit about TikTok censorships, or not TikTok, but the Chinese version of TikTok called Douyin. Douyin. Help me Google.
Douyin.
Before we begin, let me clarify that Douyin is not the Chinese version of TikTok. TikTok is the global version of Douyin. That was the name of the platform when it originally launched in China in 2016. So what they've done is limiting the screen time for kids under the age of 14 to 40 minutes per day. This Douyin's mode, called Youth Mode, is one of the many steps that the Chinese government is taking to limit how much time kids spend online. And Youth Mode will not stop there. Children will only be able to use the platform between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. Also, the algorithm will make sure to promote more educational content to these accounts. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is happening in China, we don't really care. Yes, but TikTok is Douyin. So maybe we're not gonna see it in a large scale going across Europe and the US. But on the other hand, it's not something new. We do have parental controls on our TVs. And of course, we do have content made only for kids on YouTube. So even though it seems like another effort for China to control whatever is happening in their country, I don't think it's so far away from our day-to-day reality. And this is where I want to hear your opinion. I'm not a parent, but how do you feel about that? Would you like to be able to have this same setting for your kid as well? Maybe less time on TikTok, maybe less time on other social media. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. And with that, I want to ask you a question. Was this information helpful? This is a completely new show, so I really want to know how I can improve it. What is the things that you would like to see? What type of information you would like to collect? And how can this help you in your content creation journey? That is all for now. See you next week.